Yeah, I think that would be fun, and like I do want to play the Dark Souls on stream because, you know, simply put, doing something that nobody else has to pay for that gets me paid, I'm all for that.
Dark Souls is a really good series.
Yeah, I've played a lot of 1, I've almost beaten 3, I've touched none of 2, and Bloodborne is the best.
Bloodborne is superb. I really need to go back and play that, but after playing Dark Souls 3 on PC with high frame rate and so on, Bloodborne felt really sluggish. Despite the fact that it's, you know, a faster paced game. As for the rest, yeah, they're great.
They certainly are. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for some girl to go live. Still not seeing them. And Dan, I need you to go. You know what? Let me capture this, and if it ends up being wrong, I'll blame Dan. How about that? There you go. It'll probably be fine. You know what I just realized? I totally asked Cadis who was doing audio, and I forgot to actually look. A little extra time before starting, that is completely cool by me.
I believe Corn Dan is willing to do audio.
Ah, yes! Our dear cornest of Dans. He's amazing, you know?
He is. He's very, very good. It's always nice having, you know, admins or mods in the races because you can usually rely on them to do audio if no one else will.
Yeah, it totally wasn't a pun. But yeah, it's true. Rely on Corn Dan. Oh, thank you, some girl. I understand that you had to rush a little bit. Thank you for being here, though. Oh my gosh, why is the sun shining now? Faizu, what the crap is going on here?
I don't know. It's like pitch black here because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. The sun will be coming up before this race ends, though.
Oh wow, is that what the future says?
Yes.
That is so cool.
You're still in the past where the sun is up, apparently.
I live in the past, man. Okay, I'm closing the blinds. Okay, well, this looks beautiful. Let me push this live. Everybody is here, and looks like they're mostly ready to roll. I'm just going to test audio. If you are one of the players listening / watching the stream, go ahead and mute and pause. Make sure that you cannot hear or see what's happening. Let me go ahead and see Corn Dan. We just need some audio from you, buckaroo.
I was going to say something and I've totally forgotten what it was. Now I know how it feels to be you.
I know, it's my life. You try to remember and your brain's like...
I remember what I was going to say. I was going to respond to Sanjian, saying that I'm too devoted to Kuso. I am sufficiently devoted to Kuso that after I found out what this game was and that I was probably commentating, I went and played it for half an hour. This is going to be painful.
Okay, it looks like the audio is pretty quiet on Dan's side, so just asking if he can give it a bit of boost. I've never played this, but I saw the controls.
The controls are special.
I don't, like, I have to see the game in order to understand that.
This is, I won't talk about it until the game starts, just in case people are still listening, but,
oh my gosh. I've got manicotti. Oh my gosh, Justin, that was a dumb joke. I like
it. You owe me for testing those pigs.
Ooh, orange juice. Or, no, let's do apple. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, just working on the audio. I'm probably... Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and boost it on my end. I'll go ahead and turn you down so that I don't break everybody's eardrums when I do this. Okay. And let's see, is this reasonable for everyone?
It is a relatively quiet game if memory serves from, you know, the 30 minutes I checked.
Okay.
But, yeah. It's... yeah.
Okay, I can hear it. This is probably...
I can hear it, but I'm watching through multi-twitch, so that doesn't really help you with audio balancing.
Okay, I'm currently asking them in chat if they are ready. Are they ready to play this beautiful, fantastic game? K-Head says yes. Some girl says yes. Corndan, yes. And Dan the Enigma. Okay, here we go.
This is going to be good.
Wish them the best of luck. We are doing the countdown in chat. I think Dan is typing something. Okay. As soon as I see movement in one of the games, specifically with a character, I will start our timer. Okay. So, Faizu, what is this game?
This is a terrible snowboarding game with 5 events. You looked at the controls, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a game, this is almost the perfect Kuso game to my mind, because it's got good ideas. You know, it's got some stuff going for it. It could almost be a good game, but the problem is it's made by Imagineering. It's on the NES.
No.
Yeah.
They made Barbie and Simpsons games. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much one of the problems there.
So, yeah, go ahead.
What they have to do in this first bit, this is just downhill. They have to get to the end of the course within 28 seconds, which is much, much harder than it sounds because you pretty much need to be going full speed the entire way to do it.
I love it. Penalty!
Yeah, if you hit anything, you lose a life. You start with 4 lives. You gain 1, I think, for every course you complete, and you lose 1 every time you hit something or screw up.
Are you expecting anyone to finish all of the courses?
No.
How many did you complete?
I made it. I have played all of the events once.
Okay. Corndan is game over. A minute and 40 in. Oh no. Faizu. This is scary.
It's also as Kate has pointed out to me, this is also a Parker Brothers game, apparently. But yeah, this section, just the downhill section, is probably the easiest of the mini games because these controls are obscene. I'm trying to figure out how to explain to chat how the controls work.
Is K-Head onto the second?
Yes, K-Head is on slalom, which means going through those gates. Miss a single gate or hit a single gate and lose a life and you're back to the,
Oh no!
Game over.
Well, I mean, that was pretty good.
But the controls are basically, they kind of depend on what stance you're in. And yes, this game has stances.
Oh no. Okay, what stances do you have?
Basically, whether you're standing up straight or whether you're crouching down and are tucked up on the snowboards. If you push up or down while you're standing up, you turn the snowboard. If you're tucked and you push up and down, then you just kind of move up or down the screen. You push right on the D-pad to crouch. You push left on the D-pad to stand up.
Okay, that makes sense, kind of.
Kind of. And then you have A and B, which are duck and jump. And then, when you are jumping, you also have to press directional buttons to do tricks, which is important for some of the things when you're doing halfpipe, for instance.
Yeah.
And some of the other ones as well, because the tricks are the only way to do some of the long jumps. Kate begged people to read the manual for this for very good reason, because the controls are absolutely not intuitive. And unless you read the manual, you won't have a clue what you're doing with some of the sections.
Yeah, and remember, everybody, in general, we allow 30 seconds of testing controls only. So they're pretty much just getting a fresh taste of these and trying to figure them out. Yeah, just doing it on your own without the manual would be rough. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's... I mean, the manual tells you, when you get to the halfpipe section, for instance, it will tell you what trick you have to perform.
Oh no!
And unless you have the manual, then you won't know which directional button you have to press when you're jumping. And of course, if you press the wrong directional button, then you fail and lose a life. It's a great game. Like I say, there are ideas here. A snowboarding.
Well, it's Imagineering. Of course, there are ideas.
A snowboarding game with 5 events, stances. You've kind of got turning as well. Yeah, it's great. Wonderful idea. But then Imagineering made it. The easiest way I found to play the early sections, at least, was just to be in the crouch state pretty much the entire time, because that's the way to move quickest. But it does make it an awful lot harder to avoid the obstacles. I think it's pretty much the only way I actually managed to get through that first downhill section, though. And it looks like everybody is doing that, because I can't see anyone turning their snowboard at the moment.
Yeah, I think that turning is for chumps.
Pretty much. Although the game does helpfully tell you turn after you smash into something.
That's nice. Penalty! Turn. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So, are there multiple, ski tracks to go down? Because they're going down this one main slope. Are there multiple slopes?
There are multiple slopes. With multiple obstacles, but that depends on them getting far enough. We are going to be seeing this first set of courses a lot. Probably
the whole time?
We'll probably get on to the second set of courses.
Okay.
But Dan the Enigma has figured out that going slow for the gates is probably a good idea, because you're not timed on them. So Dan is doing all right at that bit.
Oh, and there he goes. But yeah, it's right. You don't have to go fast. I think that's fine. Remember, no spoilers in chat.
Yep, they are required to be in chat for this, so be wary of that.
Yes.
They're not listening to us, so we can talk about things and spoil everything.
Yeah, if you need to talk about anything that's going to be a spoiler, go ahead and whisper to me or Faizu. Faizu, do people whisper to you ever?
They do whisper to me, which is slightly problematic, because I have Twitch chat in a pop-out. So I don't tend to see the messages until afterwards, because I'm watching on multi-Twitch.
Don't whisper to Faizu, whisper to me! Or, yeah, whisper to me.
I would be very surprised to see a clear of this, but you never know. Maybe someone will absolutely get the hang of this.
Maybe. There are 18 what? The manual says there are 18 levels? Oh, no.
I cannot confirm or deny that. I made it to level 6.
And that's section 6, right? Or what would you consider level 6?
That's a good point, actually. When it says 18 levels, I'm assuming that it means 18 sections. So, by that token, Dan and, well, K-Head's just game over, but they're both on, and Corndan now as well, is on the gates, which I would call section 2, level 2, maybe?
Okay. Section 2, level 2.
Section 2 or level 2, pick one.
So, on Game Facts, this game has an average of 1.5 out of 5. Oh, I like this review.
I'm slightly surprised. That feels slightly low to my mind, but go on, tell me.
Because this guy, you know, the title of his review is Put This Game in the Shredder. I remember when I asked my mom to rent me a game, so she went to the local video store and rented me this, judging by the cool cover. Okay, that was a pretty lame Snow reference, but still. Oh my gosh, they didn't even try at a pun. I thought this game would match up to Ski or Die. I wanted to shred this game up with a chainsaw. Graphics, 3 out of 10. The only decent graphic you get is the snowboarder dude on the title screen. When you actually play the game, you're some stick figure guy on a black line, which I assume is your snowboard.
I disagree with the graphics.
I think they're fine.
I will say there is. Yeah, they are entirely serviceable, but there is another good graphic in the game, which I'm hoping we will see.
Ooh.
I will. I won't spoil it, but I will. If I see people approaching that point, I'll
give me a heads up.
Point it out.
Oh, is this better than Horus Go Skiing?
No.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what that is. I love that they compare this to Ski or Die. Ski or Die put a lot more effort into the graphics and at least used more of the NES's capabilities. The mountain you snowboard on is just plain white all over 3/4 of the screen. It seems like someone just used the paint bucket option in MS Paint to design the graphics. Faizu, you could do that.
I totally could do that.
You could design the graphics for this game.
I don't remember whether any of the X or Die games were good or not. I remember them being very, very popular and talked about a lot. And I remember playing Skate or Die and being very confused.
I can't do anything in Skate or Die. I don't understand it.
No, neither do I.
But I also never read the manual, so...
No, neither did I.
Sound and music, they gave it a 2 out of 10 for this game. The music sounds like it should have been used in something like Mission Impossible or some other spy game, especially the background music on the licensed by Nintendo screen. To me, the music seems like it's in a panic mode all the time. I think the composer of this game fell off his snowboard one too many times. Sound effects are barely existent, since the only one I heard was the thumping sound when you trip over a tree or obstacle. I think the thumping sound makes up 90% of the game's background music as well. Oh no. Control, 1 out of 10. Oh yeah?
I was just going to say, some girl is on the third section, and I think has just game overed. The third section basically being just avoid all the obstacles. Sort of like downhill, but with more obstacles and I think no time limit again.
Yeah, that sounds gross. Okay, avoid the obstacles. She died on the lake, I suppose. Okay, control, 1 out of 10. There are times when the controller will let you go down and up, but most of the times you cannot. Sometimes pressing... Oh, what?
Depends on whether you've pressed right on the D-pad first.
Well, controls are hard, man. Sometimes pressing up and down when you crucially need to will end up spinning your character for no apparent reason, making it impossible to avoid an obstacle. Yeah, this guy obviously did not care enough to look up the controls. What?
Didn't read the manual.
Yeah. I mean, they rented it, to be fair, so there might not have been a manual.
It is possible.
You do get a jump button too, but you'll only be using it to jump over these small line things that are only 3 inches off the ground.
Okay, this person did not get very far into the game either. This person, I don't think, made it to section 3, where you wind up jumping over cliffs and things like that.
What?
Yeah, we've seen that on some girl's screen already, but we'll see it again shortly, I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah, I need to see more of a cliff. I want this to be intense for me.
I will interrupt you and point out as soon as we get to that section. I can't
See,
even
that's
think
why I
what it's
like
called.
you, Faizu. You will interrupt me at the most opportune moments.
Backwoods, that's what the section is called.
Backwards?
Backwoods.
Oh, backwoods. Gotcha.
Yes.
They gave gameplay a 1 out of 10. They said, I think this game should have given you a chainsaw to do some heavy shredding on all the trees you're going to end up crashing into while playing this violent, horrid game. Like I said before in the control section, you'll end up being able to avoid a few obstacles for about 5 minutes before the controls get all whack on you. Then you'll be spinning into trees until you see the deer laughing at you on the game over screen.
Some girl is at the backwoods section.
Oh, geez, you jump a tractor trailer.
Yeah, and there's a cliff, which, you know, is not a line on the ground.
Yeah, definitely not a line. And you jump over the river.
Yeah.
Rivers are basically fat lines, you know? Gotta trim up, little river.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of just fat streams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, some girl needed to duck under that, unfortunately.
Oh,
survival required.
Survival required. So this is a survival game.
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't say horror. At least survival, though.
Yeah, this was, you know, before Don't Starve and Conan Exiles and Rust and Ark and all that, we had heavy shredding.
Oh, baby. Okay, some girl doing a pretty good job jumping over some of these obstacles. There we go.
There we go.
Are there mines on the mountain? I swear those are mines.
I thought they were mines as well, but no, rocks.
Turn.
Oh.
I like that recommendation. You should turn. No, the answer is never turn. Never. Some girl is still making the most progress so far.
Yeah, some girl is in the lead. Everyone seems to have gotten the hang of the downhill section and most of the slalom section as well. Corndan is at the backwoods now.
Spooky.
Do you know what? You know what I think is really evil? Actually, is the bit that Corndan is on now, which is before you even start the event or the next section or whatever. You have to do this little bit where you ski down a hill to get to the starting line.
Oh yeah.
And there are moose and skiers and all sorts of crap in the way to knock you over and get rid of all of your lives.
I didn't see lives going down when you got knocked over there, though, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. It's probably the second one, not paying attention. Some girl making some steady progress again. Corndan is in the backwoods. Let's see if he can duck. Nope. The deer in the game over, it's like chuckling at you. I love it. Dan gonna jump the cliff as well. Good job.
See, I feel like that review was much too negative of this game.
Oh yeah, this is definitely better than what that review said. This game does need the Alpiner music, yeah.
Yeah. This game just needs the Alpiner sound effects.
Watch out. Look out.
It needs the Alpiner sound effects to happen when something goes horribly wrong. Like how this tells you after you smash into a fence, it basically goes, oh, you might want to turn.
So, did you mean to do that?
That's when we need the Alpiner sound effects to say things like, you should have turned. everyone is, well, almost everyone is in one of the in-between stages at the moment. Corndan is at the slalom. Some girl is back to the backwoods.
Good. Yeah.
I'm waiting. The bit you need to look out for, as I say, I'm not gonna spoil it, but if some girl manages to beat the backwoods, that's when you'll be seeing some graphics.
Oh, good. I like graphics. Yeah, what happened? Some girl fell, but it didn't count as a death?
Yeah, it counted. It removed a life, but I think in the backwoods, if you fall over, you continue on. I'm not 100% certain on that. Whereas if you fall off a cliff or down a waterfall or something, then no, you're back to the start.
Well, I imagine you're not going to be able to continue.
Oh,
you just...
here come the graphics.
Oh boy, some girl. Let's see your graphics. Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw that felt like a jump scare. Some girl is now on the halfpipe section, which is evil.
That was so good. That was perfect. Why? Why did they need to put that in? It's like, hey, let's put in this person who's obviously wearing too much makeup. Like, is that supposed to be the owner of the ski lodge?
I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole sort of 80s, 90s thing. When you beat a level, you get congratulated by a pretty woman. Yeah, okay, the halfpipe section. Let's explain this briefly. You have to press... I think it's you press up when you're approaching the top of the halfpipe, down when you're approaching the bottom of the halfpipe, and it will flash up the specific move that you have to do. Toe grab stunt is jump and up, hand plant is jump and down, mid-air 360 is jump and right, and mule kick is jump and left. And if you can't remember what all of those are right now, I doubt the runners can either, and they're going to have to do it as soon as it flashes up on screen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I'm looking. The main designer for this game, yeah, it's more an experience than a game. Like, I can't see anything really notable that he worked on, except he got a thanks for Ghostbusters. Just a special thanks. They're like, hey, which is kind of scary, okay, because that game is terrifying.
Which Ghostbusters?
The 1985 game.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
Let's see.
That's not the sort of game you want thanking you.
Yeah, not exactly.
I'd prefer that game to apologize to me.
Oh boy, the person who designed the title screen for this actually did some designs for Nicktoons Racing. We know that's a good game. Toys, Ghoul School, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Barbie, Simpson, well, other Imagineering games, obviously. Ghostbusters 2. Double Dragon, though, they did some artwork for that. Probably one of the ports.
Decent enough art from what I can remember. Even in the ports, it wasn't too bad.
What about the person who did the music here?
Oh yeah, the noise that you just heard then, I thought when I was playing this that was like my phone signal interfering with the speakers. But no, that's the truck beeping as you jump over it.
Oh, jeez.
That really confused me for a moment because I have my phone right next to me here on my desk.
I'm looking
It is the exact same pitch and tone.
So the musician actually went on to make music for notable games like Family Dog, Home Improvement, Power Tool Pursuit, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and Friends. I think that has to be the Super Nintendo version. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Ren and Stimpy games. Oh my gosh.
Kondan is up to good.
Good. He looks unfazed, though. He's got his webcam up, and he's just sitting there, no reaction. He's like...
Yeah, I think this game may have killed his soul already.
That's okay.
That list of things that was the composer you said?
Yeah.
That composer has seen some things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I do.
Kondan made the mistake of pressing a direction when jumping.
I hate it when I try to go a specific direction.
Oh no, it's terrible.
Oh.
I'm rapidly watching Kondan scream.
Good. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like all of these guys were, like, all of the people who worked on this game pretty much worked together, as well as with some other great bad game creators. Yeah, this guy did support for Family Dog, one of the audio guys. He also did audio for, what was it? Ikari Warriors? And Double Dragon? Okay.
It's like there's a club of people who just make terrible games.
How about the sound consultant?
Games development is a fairly small world. The problem to go back to the game for a brief moment, the problem that both Kondan and Some Girl are having is that, yeah, when it's telling them to jump, that actually counts as a stunt on its own.
Just jumping.
So if they are pressing one of the directions when they press jump, then they will do the wrong stunt and fail.
Oh no. That makes sense. It's kind of dumb. Thank you, Justin.
Yep. So let's see if Some Girl can manage it this time.
Okay, Some Girl.
Nope. Did a hand plant stunt. And the problem is, as well,
too. Oh, and they die. I love it. You do the wrong stunt, they shoot you on sight. Okay, here's the deal. You see the Olympic sport with them skiing and then shooting? It was practice for this, okay? Because they've got to shoot you if you mess it up.
Oh, and the hand plant again, which, again, you would think that that's what you want to do. It says to press a jump, and it's also telling you when you fail, do stunt. And you're pressing down at that point because, after you jump, you want to be snowboarding downwards to the bottom of the halfpipe. But no, it's making Some Girl do a hand plant stunt, and it's going horribly wrong.
It's funny.
There we go. Jump was successfully done. And now it says mid-air 360, and no. Penalty, do stunt.
Wow, you jump once, it kills you. Can it give you, like, a little bit of a break? Like, oh, you didn't do it this time, we'll give you a second try,
It is... I'm wondering if anyone has done the very clever trick of having the manual open at the page that tells you what each stunt is.
That might be a good idea. Yeah, the stream is a little bit behind Faizu. I'll go ahead and do a quick refresh since we're at a pretty good time to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling things for you.
So many spoilers, man.
But then again, we did go over this earlier, that I am in the future.
Yeah, Cadus, don't blame me for not being able to time travel. I just need to get better. I know. Faizu, the capability is within me.
I'm looking at the manual because I'm trying to work something out.
Okay.
No, the manual does not explain the heads-up display. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. All right. So the bit, okay, the bit at the very top is the name of the slope that they're on. So Widow Run.
Okay.
Below that is the time, if you have a time, and the number of gates and stuff that you have to pass through. And then below that, you've got your number of lives left and the score.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was just getting kind of confused between the number of lives remaining and the 0 that is shown above it on most of the screens. I couldn't remember which was the lives and which wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what that number above it was, but now that makes complete sense.
You can see on Corndan's now that it's 12, which is the number of gates that he needs to pass through. Also, I swear this game has an iframes problem. Because on hitting the skiers and stuff like that on the in-between sections, I would occasionally lose 2 lives. That, or it made me lose 1 life for me and 1 life for them.
Yeah, you're not the only one with lives, Faizu. Okay.
I don't have a life, Brossentia.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here commentating heavy shredding at 4 o'clock in the morning. I very clearly have no life.
Some girl. Good.
Good.
It's too good. It's so good. And we're on to Blackout.
Let's see if the half-pipe will go better this time.
Please
The one kind... Oh, and there's the beeping noise.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Jump was done successfully.
Good.
Mid-air 360 was done successfully. Some girl has passed the half-pipe.
Did not qualify. Nope. She did not.
I take it back. Some girl has not passed the half-pipe. Did not get enough points.
How many points do you need?
It's the number. You have to do 3 stunts in the time frame. It's the same counter.
Okay. Got the mule kick. There we go. Some girl passing the half pipe. Very nice. Corndan's to the best screen. Come on, Corndan. Good. Oh no, it's a deer.
Some girl is now onto mogul, which is the only event that we haven't seen yet. I'm assuming that moguls is a snowboarding term of some sorts. But yeah, you basically need to jump over those little snowdrifts.
I'm a snow mogul. I'm just dealing snow.
What is spectacularly sadistic about the moguls is that you have to do stunts to get over some of the big fields of them. The regular jump will not send you far enough.
Oh, really?
Yep. Oh, and there is a snow gun hose.
Oh, snowblower. You know, you should probably not put the hose over the middle of the track. Wow, I don't like Good Lady, okay? I think she owns this place and she's just here to sabotage you.
I mean, yeah, she's just got the snow gun hose out in the middle of the track while people are trying to do their extreme sports.
Yeah.
What I love is that in the manual... Actually, 1 second.
Let's see if Corndan can do the stunts.
Okay, according to Kate, according to Google, moguls are mounds of snow kicked up by other snowboarders or skiers.
Okay.
I thought that moguls were like people in the movie industry.
They paid like 50 snowboarders. Hey, go out here and kick a bunch of snow. They're out there. Just
Seriously.
kicking it around. Ugh.
I'm going to watch this for a second because I want to see if Corndan manages to get the stunts done. But I do want to read out a bit of the manual after that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nope, he did a stunt.
No. And yeah, that's the worst bit, is that it says in the top right, do stunt.
Yeah. You think that you have to do any stunt, so you have to figure out, no, the stunt is the jump.
The stunt is literally not doing a stunt, but pressing jump. Because that apparently counts as a stunt.
Like, can't you just test that with people? Isn't there QA? Does Imagineering have QA? Hello, Imagineering. I'm gonna call and ask you if you have quality assurance, okay? And you better, because... Oh my gosh.
Let's face it, it would possibly be slightly more offensive, but slightly funnier if instead of do stunt, the flashing text said, no, just jump.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. Ooh! K-Head is on to the stunts. Let's see what they can do.
Okay, yeah, there are 18 events in the game.
Hmm. 18 events?
18 events across 5 trails.
Ah, okay. So we're on Trail 2, Blackout.
Yep, that's how far they've made it. You would think that Widow Run would be, you know, one of the final ones, because that sounds really horrific.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But no, that's the opening one.
You know, Cadus is asking some really hard questions. Where does this fall on the Franco to cheesy scale? And I'm just trying to imagine this continuum. And I don't know.
This has been a very good night for Kuso.
Oh yeah, tonight has been a blast. So much fun. And I'm glad that you've been able to be around, Faizu.
Oh, I managed to catch most of it. I missed some of Cheesy. I had to go off and do some other bits and pieces, but what I saw of that, that's definitely a digital product. People certainly worked on that.
I'd rather stare at the dancing baby for an hour than play that, like, seriously. And I've seen hours of that dancing baby already. Just wiggles. It's kind of scary.
We've got a little bit of downtime at the moment. Everyone's catching up to where they were before, or attempting to get to the good lady. Oh, never mind. Some girl has made it to the good lady. I wonder if we can. Do you reckon that we can get the good lady as in Discord? Would that work?
Oh, probably. But calling her the good lady is so funny to me. Ah, the good lady.
It sounds almost like an urban legend or a horror story. Or something like
it's
that,
religious. Do you believe in the good lady, Faizu?
I have seen the good lady. She has stared at me. I have looked her in the eyes.
And she said, good.
All right, one good lady.
Dan got to the good lady. Yes. I love her.
I love the coloring on the good lady, just because like she's just got bright blue eyes and everything else about her is barely colored. I mean, I know the NES has a limited color palette, and they were trying to do, you know, it's almost a photo.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, my God.
I mean, it doesn't look bad for the nest.
No.
If you're gonna take a picture of someone and put it up, might as well be the good lady.
Well, I mean, if you played, I think it was it Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which had a load of stills from the movie, which were really badly digitized onto the NES. She looks a lot better than any of those. I think the title screen in that was had one.
Yeah, there was a guy at RPG Limit Break, Magius, who really liked Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and I heard a lot about how I should play it. A lot.
It is not a good game.
He thought it was great, though. He's like, it's fantastic RPG.
Koal thinks Bubsy is a good game. Yeah, Kate has it right. Prince of Thieves is an ambitious game. It tries to do a lot of things. It just kind of doesn't really work, which kind of makes it a good Kuso game now that I think about it. It's an interesting game. It is one that is worth playing. It's just not one that is necessarily good.
Mm-hmm.
You would not. The good lady would not give it her approval. Okay.
Good lady, she's so judgmental.
We've got downtime, and I don't think we're seeing the good lady for a moment. So, what I wanted to say, and have been trying to spit out for about the past 10 minutes or so,
Do it.
is that the manual actually has a list of all of the obstacles that you will encounter in the backwoods. And it tells you how to get over them. At least one of them is misspelled, but I can live with that. But, you know, it has all sorts of helpful tricks, like trees, avoid by turning.
Oh, no.
Streams, jump over them.
Well, yeah.
Waterfall, jump onto small island in river. Embankment, hit and accelerate around trees. I'm kind of... Yeah, the one that gets me and that I haven't seen is chalet roof. Stay in tuck and adjust board angle by holding down key.
Huh. I have no idea. What? It's a ballet roof? What did you say it was?
Chalet.
Chalet.
The huts and such that you stay in.
Wait, do you have to jump over huts? Good.
You have apparently good. Apparently you have to jump over a chalet roof.
Okay. Okay, I want to see this. I want to see the chalet.
So do I. I'm not sure how far in that is though. I haven't seen one of those. So it's not within the first 6 stages. Or the first 5 stages I didn't finish. Stage 6.
Okay, well, hopefully soon. Oh no, Gehi didn't do the stunt. They shot him on sight. I need to go skiing sometime. No, I don't want to jump over stupid huts.
I don't think you have to do that when you're skiing. I mean, I think this is like this.
They'll shoot you if you don't. They shoot you.
This is high level snowboarding. I mean, they are starting out on a slope called the Widow Run.
They'd probably shoot you with BB guns then. I don't want. Give me a welt. I don't want that.
You'd be fine. Have you seen the amount of gear that you wear when you do skiing in cold weather? You wouldn't feel a BB gun pellet.
If you got like 50 people shooting you with a BB gun pellet, they have to get more people because it doesn't hurt. And you lose an eye, and guess what?
Really...
Go home with battle scars. Yeah, I went skiing today. Only went on the Widow Run, not any of the other more difficult ones.
And people shot me. I like that we're getting into deep lore for this game.
Yeah, that's my lore. Then there was this good lady who kept showing up.
I made it to the end of the course and she just, no sense of personal space. She was just right there in my face. She just said, good.
she's like someone who really wants to train you, but is judgmental, you know? Like a lot of sports movies, like karate and stuff, you always have like the sensei who's a jerk face. That's who she is to me right now, you know? But maybe she'll grow on me a little bit, you know? We'll become friends. Might have a small romantic fling.
You've mapped out your alternate skiing life, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. Faizu, you gotta. If you're gonna meet the good lady, you gotta be prepared, okay?
Actually, speaking of, again, while we're waiting for, while people are catching up to where they were at before, you mentioned like the sensei and karate movies. That reminds me, have you watched any of Cobra Kai?
Nope.
That's, I think it's on YouTube. It's a YouTube licensed series. It's basically a Karate Kid sequel done now with the original cast, focusing on the villain from the first movie. As he kind of starts up his own dojo. It's pretty good from what I saw.
Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, Faizu, if you would, I gotta run away for just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, he has left me in control of the stream. You are all doomed. Although, this is a pretty good point. Some girl has jumped successfully over a waterfall. I think this is the furthest. I haven't noticed the waterfall before, but I'm not sure.
Okay, anything broken?
No, some girls just jumping over waterfalls.
Oh, good, with the small island in the middle. Good.
Yeah. But then hit a tree and was told to turn. They've managed to keep track or get the hang of these controls pretty quickly, I have to say.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Oh, Kahid even got the good.
I was briefly jump scared by that because I wasn't expecting it. It just suddenly flashed up in the corner of the screen.
She just shows up all the time. Nice! Oh my gosh, we got a nice.
Nice.
Some girl got nice.
Okay, some girl is now further than I managed to get. Some girl has also played this for longer than I did, but I still don't know if I'd have made it this far.
That's fair enough. Yeah, so we're gonna see if some girl has to jump over huts soon. Because, yeah, I worry about all these things when I think about going and snowboarding, you know? All the trees in the middle of the ski place. What do you even call it? The track?
Ski slope.
Slope? Yeah, okay, it's a slope.
I don't think most ski slopes have trees in the middle of them. Like, as I say, I think this is fairly extreme skiing or snowboarding as it goes.
Is there a way to tell the difference between if you're going to be going to an extreme snowboarding place or like a normal one? Do they put on reviews, whoa, watch out for those huts?
Well, I think it's when you get there. If there is a woman with terrifying, piercing eyes and the course is littered with rocks, deer, hoses, metal fences, and trees, then, and yeah, you know, people ready to shoot you if you screw up a trick, that's probably a sign that you're at one of the extreme ones.
Okay, let me read some reviews of a ski resort because I want to know. A budget price ski resort for families. Oh, gross. They don't have a lot of terrain, but they do offer lessons.
Are these in Utah? Can you go to these?
Yeah, this one is in Utah. It's one of the closest ones. Okay. This also means that it's not as high elevation as other ski resorts. Does high elevation make it like more difficult? Maybe the air feels fresher.
I don't know. I mean, when you're at high elevation, it takes you a bit of time to get accustomed to it.
Okay.
breathing can be a little bit more difficult, and it's a lot easier. You kind of run out of energy faster.
Oh, here's a review. Management has not been clear about benefits of the summer pass. It's a ski resort, or what the crap are you talking about?
The summer
They didn't tell us
pass.
about the summer pass. They weren't clear about it. They also told us we needed a ski pass for our 3-year-old, which we later found out was not true. Wow, that's lying. Not open yet. Okay. I love it.
I think Corndan is having difficulty. I think his focus is waning a little bit.
Oh boy. Yeah, I can understand that after this long. Ooh, how about this?
Yeah, I mean it's been a long night of Kuso, and now we're about 45 minutes in.
Oh
50
yeah.
minutes
We're at the 11 minute mark left.
Yeah, so at this point, after having done this section so many times, yeah. And yeah, Pez, it really is. That sound effect is absolutely identical in pitch and tone to signal interference.
That's beautiful. Garb messaged me and said that it looked like some girl lost 2 lives by hitting something, so you may be right, Pfizer.
Yep.
Oh, geez. Okay, people want to see the good lady again. Good. Here's another review. 1 star. Sucks. All snow is ice patches of dirt everywhere and rocks everywhere. Only 1 lift open when they say that all 3 are. My skis broke in half there because I hit a rock. Should never go there. Oh, wow. That sounds like this place. There's a road in the middle of the freaking... Why would you put a tractor trailer in the middle of the ski slope, especially when you're open?
Well, this is the backwoods, so I'm guessing that this is. Oh, Dan's stream appears to have died. I think he's lost internet.
There we go. Trying to get it fresh again. Fresh.
Yeah, it's gone down for me as well.
Okay, I'll shoot him a message on Discord. It happens. Welcome to the internet is totally reliable. And maybe in 20 years we'll actually be able to have something dependable. Okay. Let's see, I found another review of a different ski resort right here that I can go to. I don't know where they find their employees, but I am beginning to think that they only hire the bottom of the barrel high school dropouts who have spent their entire life skiing here and not continuing any form of education whatsoever. Wow.
Wow.
The good
That's
lady
harsh.
really should look into like getting better people to work for her, you know? Don't expect an intelligent conversation, much less any form of reasonable customer service from these one-dimensional employees. It's sad. I love the ski resort and have spent thousands at this place. The owner of this place is either an idiot to hire and keep these workers or a genius who keeps these dim-witted people so they don't demand better pay. Wow! Wow! Response from the owner: we are sorry you had a bad experience. Oh, I love it. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, I believe Dan is back.
Dan appears to be back. Was paused for a little while then, but that might have been opening up the manual for the stunts.
He is doing some of the stunts, though, which is good. Oh my gosh.
I wanna question something. I mean, it mentioned one of those reviews mentioned that the skis broke when the person hit a rock. Depending on the velocity, I would actually kind of expect that.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. If
you're moving really quickly, which you often are on skis, and you smash them into a rock, I maybe expect that they'd break. Like, okay, they're not supposed to, but still.
Yeah, for sure it would happen.
It's not like, oh, my skis broke when I was skiing. It's like I smashed into a rock and they broke. It's not good, but still.
I'm giving you a bad review because rocks exist. Vizo, I'm giving you a bad review because toilet paper.
Oh, you may have a point, Lady Amygdala.
By the way, you had that question. I have a question for you, Faizu. Okay, when a skier dies on the slope in this game, do they go and bury the skier, or do they just wait for the snow to take care of that?
I think it depends on where they are. If they're in the backwoods, then they just leave it, because then they're just another obstacle that future skiers.
Oh, that's where all the lumps come from! On Dad's screen! Look at all the buried skiers!
Yeah, that's what the lumps are. Those are the ones that they shot on the halfpipe for doing the tricks wrong.
I knew it! Dan is actually doing great in these last minutes, though.
That's why they've got the snow hose there as well. That's so that they can keep them buried under the snow.
See, that's why every good ski resort should get one of those. Maybe a few of them.
We figured it out. Survival required.
Yeah, and summer, they might smell a little bit, but nobody's skiing in the summer. It's fine. Oh, Dan. Getting a game over. There is not much time. Okay, some girl making some solid progress. Slalom 2. Uh-oh. Gates required. Oh, Bill Gates. Good! Good, Corndan. I love the good lady. She'll always be the good lady to me.
She is the good lady.
Oh, yeah.
Praise the good lady.
Oh, yeah.
May she bestow her goods upon us.
By the way,
horrific.
Did you see the weird, like, glowing blue cloud on some girl's screen?
Yeah, I saw that once before and I was mildly confused.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
I would guess it's like a block of ice or something like that.
Maybe a radioactive cloud?
Possibly. Do they have those on ski slopes?
Well, I mean, depends on what they're shooting you with. They might, like... I'm trying to think. Does my local ski resort...
Are these clouds going to give you X-ray poisoning?
Search radioactive ski resort.
Skiing in Chernobyl.
There's a novel that's called Radioactive, and it looks like one of the chapters is named a radioactive ski resort, so that's cool. New Mexico has a ski area? Do they have snow?
It could be a dry slope skiing area.
Oh my gosh. I just found the most terrifying movie title ever. Googling that. It's Ice Spiders.
No.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with this, okay? When a young ski team training for the Olympics arrives at the remote and isolated Lost Mountain Ski Resort to focus on training, they're thrilled to find a retired Olympic skier is there to help them train.
Bro.
What?
Bro, you not only wouldn't stop talking about evil spiders, but you missed the chalet.
Dang it! Well, let me finish this then, since I missed it. But their plans are halted when a scientist working in a nearby government lab arrives with the horrifying news that a top secret... Did I miss it again?
You missed it again.
Dang it! Dang it! Okay. Okay, anyways, horrifying news that a top-secret government project has produced giant spiders and they have escaped killing and eating everything in sight. So ski resort, mutant spiders, that's a nuclear cloud. Done.
This is your punishment for reading out something about spiders, which I definitely don't want to know about.
Well...
And not only that, for forgetting about X-ray poisoning.
Oh, yeah. I'll permanently forget about that one, okay?
I'm hoping I won't, because even though it's not quoted and it's never getting quoted for obvious reasons, I'd still like to reference it occasionally, just so that in a few years' time it will really confuse people who missed this stream.
Yeah, watch out for X-ray poisoning. It's pretty spooky. So, I know that some girl made the most progress, for sure. I'm not sure completely about everyone else. Dan did pretty darn well, though. I think Corn Dan is the one who's going to have to try to make some progress here in just the final minute. He may be able to. Not sure.
I think you're right, but we will find out from Katus soon enough, I'm sure.
This ski resort needs new management. Like, it really needs new management. Oh.
Look, we've been over this. This ski resort may be a brutal death trap where they murder the skiers and use them as obstacles, but
you're being really generous by saying it might be. 100% canon.
This ski resort is a place where if you mess up a trick on the halfpipe, they will shoot you and bury you out in the snow to act as an obstacle.
I imagine there are spikes further down on this slope. No! I did it again! Faizu! Why? Why can't I?
What did you do? Oh, 0.1 off. Wow.
I know, Faizo, I just can't. I've done it twice today. Twice. But the match is over. Oh my gosh. This was a blast. Faizus, thank you so much for joining.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much for having me. I'm glad I could commentate this spectacular thing.
Oh, this was hilarious. This game's sort of something that I would enjoy playing, but I enjoy Back to the Future, you know?
I agree. I still feel like this is a good Kuso game in the sense that it tries to do interesting things, and yeah, it kind of fails miserably because Imagineering.
Oh, Imagineering. But with that said, some girl definitely appears to have taken the victory.